Hi, this is your Professor David Britt. Welcome to the degree program and welcome to MSOM 600, which will be your very first course in your master's degree. I just wanted to take a few minutes and give you a screen tutorial, if you will, because sometimes I've found in the past that about 50% of our brand new students have never had an online class before, and it can be a little daunting. You'll get some login information sent to you, and then all of a sudden you're in this system called Blackboard and you're trying to figure out where you are and where you're going. And so what I wanted to do was just to give you some tips and hopefully make it a little bit easier for you. Now, as soon as you log into the course, you're going to be getting some information to get you into Blackboard. You're going to log into your class, and you're going to see a screen that looks a little bit different than this. I have it on student preview right now, but this side, if you follow my pointer over here, will be the same for every one of you. And so what we've tried to do is make it easy for you to get adjusted to this online world, if you will. So the first place that we want you to go over here is to click on Start Here. And Start Here, you're going to have 7 different steps that you need to go through before you'll be able to see any information in the course. And the reason that we do that is we want to make sure that we provide as much background as we can. We want to provide as many answers as we can before you have the questions. And so there are some critical things that you need to understand as you go through this. So again, there are 7 steps here. The first step just checks to make sure that your browser you're using on your computer is compliant. Now here is a key thing that you need to do. You see this down here? It says Mark Reviewed. You need to make sure that you click that for each one of the steps. As soon as you click it, it'll go from Mark Reviewed to Reviewed. And the reason you need to do that is if you don't do that, you're not going to be able to see the information later. So this is our way of, I guess, forcing you to go through this Start Here information. Okay, so that's step 1, check your browser. Step 2 is a series of videos that we've put together to talk about how to navigate the course. So this talks about Blackboard sign-in and technical support, talks about announcements. By the way, I use announcements exclusively in the class, so you'll need to make sure every time you log into the course, you look at the announcements to see if there's a new announcement in there from me. Then we have a video on course information, a video on course materials, a video on learning modules. This will be the centerpiece of where you find all your information, and a video on discussions. So as soon as you watch all of those videos, we need you to come down here and Mark Reviewed again. Okay, and now you're at step 3. Step 3 talks about how do you submit assignments in this. How do you check your grades? As soon as you look at those and watch those videos, make sure you look at those very critically because these are important as well. Obviously, you need to know how to submit your assignments, how to upload your files. And then you also need to check my comments because not only is the grade book where you'll see your grade, but it's where you will see all the comments from me in the course. So as soon as you watch both of those videos, go down here, Mark Reviewed. Okay? Now we're to step 4, Buck Mail. This is very important. And actually, the federal government requires us to use our communication. If we send you an email to your Charleston Southern email address, so you need to check your email address at Charleston Southern frequently. We cannot send communication directly to a email address like a Gmail account or a Yahoo account. It has to go to your Charleston Southern account. So make sure that you watch that and make sure that you check your emails throughout the class. So as soon as you've watched that video, click Mark Reviewed. Now we're on to step 5. I won't go into all this detail now, but one of the big differences that you'll see in graduate level studies and undergraduate studies is the level of research you do. And where you find your research will be at the CSU online library. So you need to watch this video, and you will probably need to watch this one several times as you go through the course. And oh, by the way, just because we're going through these now doesn't mean you don't have access to them later. So you can rewatch these as you go through the course. So make sure that you watch that video, and when you're finished, click Mark Reviewed. Step number 6, APA. We give you several APA resources here, which will be videos, links to different articles and so on. We use APA here, and you'll use it throughout the degree program. So we're not going to bounce you around to different APA, MLA, Turabian, or whatever. We use APA throughout the entire degree program. So once you look at that, click Mark Reviewed. And then step 7 is next steps. It has you go to course information to review important material. The syllabus is there. I am amazed how many students do not read the syllabus. The syllabus is the kind of the basis for a lot of things in the course. You'll see the grading scales, which, by the way, are much more aggressive than an undergraduate work. And so make sure that you go to course information, which you'll see the link over here on the left-hand side. And that's where you'll find the course syllabus. So as soon as you've done that, mark reviewed. And then there is a Start Here quiz that whenever you're finished, you'll click it to launch. This is not a graded quiz, but you need to do it in one sitting. And so we ask you to be able to go through this. The important thing is that you do it and that you understand the information. So once you've done all that, you'll be able to go over here to the left and see the announcements. You'll see I've already placed a few announcements here in the course, and the oldest announcement is on the bottom. The newest announcement is on the top. So every single time you log into the course, make sure that you look at the announcements, because that will give you some important information. And then where you'll find all the information as it relates to moving forward in the course, you'll click on Learning Modules. And here you will see the Start Here, which you've already done. But now that you've clicked Review, it opens up all of the different learning modules. So each learning module, and we use the word module instead of week or instead of lesson, but you'll see it's a 7-week course, so therefore we have 7 modules. So there will be the basis for all of your learning and all of your activities every single week, okay? I'm not going to go through that because it'll be redundant from some of the videos that you will be watching. But what I wanted to do is just to provide you an opportunity to say, okay, the first place that you need to go when you log into the course is this place right over here. It says Start Here. I don't think we could be any more descriptive than that. All right, look forward to the next few weeks together. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know.